We sure are. Rebecca, thank you. Movie guy Will Meyer telling us what to see, skip, and rent. And this is kind of a throwback edition.
Yeah.
We start with Star Trek, something that a lot of people know from when they were younger.
Yeah, it's the 50th anniversary of the series, actually. Yeah, this is the third installment in the new series of Star Trek films. The first two were directed by J.J. Abrams. He's moved on to Star Wars now, but he handed over the director's reins to Justin Lin, the director of the Fast and Furious movies. He makes movies that are really entertaining, but I think they're kind of empty. I was worried about this movie because of him, also because this movie underwent a couple of script rewrites, which isn't usually a good sign. But I'm happy to report this movie was a pleasant surprise. I like that it's just another chapter in the saga. This movie isn't boldly going where no man has gone before, but that's okay. This movie's light, it's entertaining, it's fun. It gives you all the action you'd expect from a Justin Lin movie. There's motorcycle chases, crash landings, shootouts. You know, I don't think he does as well shooting hand-to-hand combat. His directing style is a little too frenetic. For that, you lose you know, grasp of who's fighting who. Also, the special effects are sort of mediocre, but the movie has a lot of good human moments. I mean, we spend a lot of time with these characters, and it's the reason that the franchise has endured for 50 years is that these are great characters, and we like spending time with them. We get a lot of chances to do that here. There's a lot of fun moments, witty dialogue. Overall, I think the movie's a mixed bag. I thought the story was kind of hokey. You have the villain who, of course, wants to find a weapon that's going to take over the world. But, you know,
We've never heard that
no,
before.
it's completely original. But there are moments of originality and humor as well, such as when they use a Beastie Boys song to kill aliens in this movie. Yes, that actually happens. So that's enough alone to give it my recommendation. It's a mild one. This is my least favorite out of the three, I would say, but still, in a summer of movies like Independence Day Resurgence and Alice in Wonderland 2, this is a sigh of relief, so I'm going to say see it.
This one's worth getting out of the heat and spending some time inside. All right, we move on now to another throwback, a highly popular franchise many years ago, and we're remaking Ghostbusters with women.
That's right. Yeah, I was excited for this movie just because I like all these people. I mean, I think Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, and Leslie Jones are all enormously funny. And Paul Feig, the director, he directed Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids, Spy, and The Heat. So, you know, really funny people involved. But yeah, people are very, very passionate about the original film. So much so, a lot of people were spewing hate and vitriol all over this movie before this was even released. But you know, I was a little disappointed to see that the film ultimately does really cater too much to those people. In every scene in this movie, they're trying to pay homage to the original. They're taking scenes directly from the original. There's just too many cameos. I feel like the film really struggles to find its own original voice. Furthermore, this movie is really concerned with plot. It's constantly concerned with pushing the plot forward. And I don't remember there being that much plot in the original. I mean, this movie, it's very action-oriented too. It's just there's a lot of action set pieces, and they didn't really do much for me. I think they just wasted a lot of money. I think they should have slowed down and just had a lot of comedic moments. I think whether you really like this movie or you don't, you're going to agree that it's not that funny, especially Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig, which is surprising. But Kate McKinnon from SNL, this is a star-making performance for her. She's really weird and funny in this, just tremendous. Chris Hemsworth, surprisingly funny too. This movie overall, though, I was disappointed, but it is genial. It does have enough positive energy that I think it's worth renting and seeing as a mild curiosity, but not worth going out to see in theaters.
All right, we finish up with The Infiltrator. Yeah,
this movie stars Bryan Cranston as a U.S. Customs official who goes undercover to take down Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar. This is a crime lord movie that you've seen a million times. This is 100% by the books. It's predictable in every way. But, you know, this movie, it is really entertaining. It's also a lot of historical analysis. I really didn't learn anything about Pablo Escobar, but I was in a state of suspense for the entire film. You know, as Cranston goes deeper and deeper undercover in his role, the chances of him getting found out only increase by the day. I think he gives a good performance, too. I think it's probably his best film performance to date. I haven't seen him in All the Way, the LBJ movie, but it's the best thing I've seen him do since Breaking Bad. So, I mean, if you like crime dramas, check it out on cable. If not, you're not really missing much.
All right. Will Meyer, thank you so much.
Thank you.